What if I told you that 95% of your daily actions and thoughts are controlled by your subconscious mind? This hidden part of your brain was programmed before you were even 7 years old, creating energy patterns that dictate your reality today. Think of your subconscious as a radio station, constantly broadcasting an energy frequency that attracts matching experiences. I spent years studying quantum physics, searching for answers, feeling stuck in patterns I couldn't break. Then I discovered something remarkable, a method to access and reprogram this internal broadcast system. The transformation in my life was immediate and profound. Let me show you how. What if the smallest particles in your body are constantly communicating with the entire universe? This isn't science fiction, it's quantum entanglement. Scientists like Alan Aspect proved back in 1982 that particles can become linked in a way that defies our normal understanding of space and time. When two particles become entangled, they share the same existence regardless of how far apart they are. Change one, and its partner instantly changes too, even if they're on opposite sides of the galaxy. This connection exists in what scientists describe as an interconnection field that exists beyond time and space. Every atom within you is potentially connected to the vast quantum field that encompasses everything in existence, like nodes in an invisible internet of energy. Your physical form is intimately woven into the fabric of the universe. The famous double-slit experiment further illuminates this relationship. When scientists observe light particles, they behave like solid objects. Remove the observation, and those same particles behave like waves, passing through both slits simultaneously. The shocking revelation is that conscious observation changes how matter behaves at its most fundamental level. Your consciousness, your awareness and intention, directly influences physical reality. This is demonstrated in laboratory settings repeatedly. The observer effect indicates we are active participants in how reality unfolds around us. Quantum physics reveals another truth: everything possesses a dual nature as both particle and wave simultaneously. This wave-particle duality challenges our perception of a solid, separate reality. The chair you're sitting on, the device you're watching this on, your body, at the quantum level, these are vibrating fields of energy in constant motion. Your body, seemingly solid, is actually 99.9999% empty space filled with quantum energy fields. At the subatomic level, you'd appear more like a complex pattern of energy than a solid object. You're primarily an energetic being, with your physical form being the visible expression of underlying energy patterns. Most people focus exclusively on the physical body, eating certain foods, exercising, or taking supplements. While these approaches have value, they miss the quantum reality. Your true energy exists in the field surrounding your physical form. It's like trying to change a movie by adjusting the screen instead of the projector. When you shift focus to the quantum field, possibilities expand. Your thoughts generate electromagnetic vibrations that interact with the energy field around you, like ripples spreading across a universal pond. Your inner state extends outward, influencing the world around you. This is how the hidden energy method works. It teaches you to access the quantum field, connecting your consciousness to all possibilities. By aligning your thoughts, emotions, and intentions with specific frequencies, you draw energy directly from this universal source rather than relying solely on limited physical resources. The brain in your skull isn't just another organ, it's your body's most demanding energy consumer. While making up just 2% of your body weight, it commands a staggering 20% of your entire energy budget. This disproportionate energy relationship holds the key to understanding why most people never access their full energetic potential. Your brain isn't merely processing thoughts, it's operating as the command center that either amplifies or restricts your access to the quantum field. Think of your brain as a radio that can tune into different stations. These stations are brainwave frequencies, each representing a distinct energy state. Like turning the dial from a static-filled news broadcast to the smooth, flowing notes of classical music, your brain can shift between various frequencies. When you're stressed, anxious, or overthinking, which describes most people's typical day, your brain operates predominantly in the beta frequency. This high beta state is extraordinarily energy-intensive, leaving you perpetually drained and disconnected from deeper energy sources. Most people are unconsciously trapped in this high beta pattern. Every worry about deadlines, every spike of road rage, every moment spent ruminating on past mistakes keeps your brain locked in this energy-depleting frequency. It's like running your car at maximum RPM all day. Eventually, something has to give. Your brain possesses the natural ability to shift into entirely different operational modes. Through meditation and specific breathing techniques, you can guide your brainwaves from that frantic beta state into the calmer alpha frequency, and eventually into the deeply receptive theta state. Consider Sarah, a high-powered executive who started a daily 15-minute meditation practice. Within weeks, she noticed that situations that once triggered stress no longer affected her the same way. Her brain had begun regularly accessing the alpha state, giving her greater energy and clarity throughout her day. This brainwave shift creates measurable changes in your brain. When someone consistently practices meditation, their brain physically transforms. Regions associated with energy regulation and higher consciousness show increased activation and neural density. The brain reorganizes itself to become more energy efficient while enhancing its capacity to direct and channel energy. At the center of this process is the pineal gland. Though physically small, it serves as a remarkable energy transducer, converting thoughts into electromagnetic frequencies that broadcast into the quantum field. Every thought generates actual electrical impulses with measurable frequencies that extend outward, attracting corresponding energy patterns back to you. The neurological transformation that occurs when someone activates their full energetic potential is profound. Your brain shifts from fragmented, chaotic patterns into coherence, a state where different brain regions synchronize their activity. This coherence allows you to access and direct quantum energy through pure intention, without the resistance created by scattered brainwaves. That universal energy connection sounds promising, but have you ever wondered why some people effortlessly tap into boundless energy while others remain perpetually exhausted despite identical practices? The striking difference isn't found in diet, exercise routines, or sleep patterns. The true energy gatekeeper operates silently behind the scenes, your subconscious mind. Your subconscious operates like an outdated computer system, controlling nearly 95% of your thoughts, behaviors, and energy patterns automatically. This mental operating system runs programs installed decades ago, often before you could form complete sentences, without requiring your conscious permission or awareness. These programs were created through significant emotional experiences during your formative years. Your young brain, with its remarkable plasticity, formed neural pathways dictating how you would respond to situations throughout life. The more these pathways were used, the stronger they became, eventually hardening into habits, preferences, and automatic responses. When a child repeatedly hears money is hard to make, this creates an emotional imprint developing into a limiting belief. Decades later, even when that adult consciously rejects this idea, their subconscious continues executing the original program. The resulting stress and anxiety drain precious energy, leaving them perpetually depleted despite meditation or other conscious energy practices. I struggled with chronic fatigue for years despite trying everything, one client shared. Only when I addressed my childhood programming about never doing enough did my energy finally return. Your subconscious doesn't distinguish between real and imagined experiences. Each time you worry about running out of energy, your brain processes this as reality, strengthening neural pathways associated with depletion. This same mechanism makes visualization powerful for reprogramming. When you vividly imagine having abundant energy while feeling positive emotions, your brain creates new neural pathways supporting this reality. Unprocessed emotional charges manifest as physical tension, restricting energy flow throughout your system. You might experience this as a tight chest when discussing certain topics, a knot in your stomach before specific activities, or tension headaches during particular interactions. These are energetic blockages created by emotions stored in your cellular memory. Techniques like emotional freedom technique, EFT, and neuro-linguistic programming, NLP, help dissolve these barriers by targeting emotional root causes rather than just addressing physical symptoms. These subconscious programs create repeating patterns of self-sabotage. If relationships feel difficult based on childhood experiences, you'll unconsciously attract partners reinforcing this belief. Each repetition drains more energy while strengthening the underlying neural pathways. Your subconscious mind holds the master key to your energy levels. Until you address this outdated programming, invisible subconscious barriers will continue acting like dams in your energetic river, blocking what should be an effortless connection to universal energy. Here's something puzzling I've observed in thousands of energy-depleted clients. The harder they work to increase their energy, the more exhausted they become. It's like quicksand: the more vigorously you struggle, the faster you sink. This counterintuitive truth explains why so many popular energy-boosting techniques ultimately fail. Most people approach energy enhancement exclusively through physical methods, optimizing diet, intensifying exercise routines, or searching for the perfect supplement stack. While these approaches have their place, they overlook a fundamental truth: your energy exists primarily in the quantum field and your subconscious programming. The critical mistake that sabotages most energy enhancement efforts is attempting to force energy instead of allowing it to flow naturally. When you push against the quantum field rather than aligning with it, you create resistance that blocks the very energy you're trying to access, exactly like trying to force yourself to fall asleep only to become more alert. Picture Sarah, a client who came to me exhausted despite her rigorous efforts. She meticulously tracked her macronutrients, exercised daily despite fatigue, and took every supplement recommended online. Each morning she'd force herself through an intense workout, followed by carefully timed protein shakes and energy boosters throughout the day. Yet after 3 months, she was more depleted than ever, like someone swimming frantically upstream against a powerful current, expending massive energy while making minimal progress. When you rely solely on willpower to boost your energy, you generate internal resistance. Your mind and body fight against these imposed demands, creating energetic friction that drains more resources than it generates. Meanwhile, constantly focusing on your lack of energy actually strengthens neural pathways associated with fatigue, making your condition increasingly entrenched. Your emotional state during these efforts matters tremendously. When attempts to boost energy lead to frustration or self-doubt, these emotions create electromagnetic frequencies that actively disrupt your connection to universal energy. This explains the common pattern I've witnessed: initial improvements followed by deeper crashes, creating a destructive cycle where pushing harder leads to further depletion. The body isn't designed for energy production through forceful exertion. Just as water flows effortlessly downhill, your energy flows naturally when aligned with universal principles rather than against them. The alternative lies in creating conditions that allow energy to flow through you effortlessly, without resistance. By harmonizing your conscious intentions, subconscious programming, and emotional state with the quantum field, energy becomes your natural state of being, no pushing required. The quantum field responds to harmony, not force. When you attune yourself to frequencies of abundant energy, you become a natural conduit for that energy, effortlessly connected to universal sources. That natural connection to unlimited energy isn't reserved for a lucky few. It's actually accessible through a precise methodology that most energy researchers have overlooked. What separates those with boundless energy from those who struggle isn't genetics or willpower, but rather their relationship with a hidden energy system that operates on quantum principles. The hidden energy method offers a systematic approach that works with these principles rather than against them. I need to be upfront with you: this approach requires letting go of conventional energy wisdom. If you've been pushing harder at the gym, loading up on caffeine, or trying the latest supplement trends without lasting results, you'll need to embrace something that might initially seem counterintuitive. This method focuses on removing the barriers that block your natural connection to limitless energy. The hidden energy method consists of 3 powerful steps, each building upon the previous. The first step is quantum awareness, specific meditation techniques designed to shift your brainwaves from the active beta state to the receptive theta state. Your brain becomes a quantum receiver in this state. One client described this as finding a door in my mind that opened to an ocean of energy I never knew existed. These techniques use precise breathing patterns and focused attention to guide your brain into optimal frequencies. Even meditation beginners report entering these states within 7 to 10 days of consistent practice. Step 2. Subconscious reprogramming addresses the root cause of energy blockages. Through visualization and emotional alignment, you identify and release limiting beliefs sabotaging your vitality. Sarah, who struggled with chronic fatigue despite a healthy lifestyle, discovered her mother's warnings not to wear herself out had programmed her subconscious to fear energy depletion. After releasing this belief, Sarah experienced an energy renaissance within 3 weeks. The third step, frequency alignment, makes the method sustainable. You'll maintain specific thoughts, emotions, and physical practices that broadcast abundant energy. High-vibration emotions strengthen your energy field and connection with the universe. Michael, a burnout-prone executive, implemented this step and found his energy levels doubled while opportunities appeared with remarkable synchronicity. His reality reshaped itself to support his new energy state. These 3 steps create a self-reinforcing cycle. Quantum awareness gives access to the energy field, subconscious reprogramming removes barriers, and frequency alignment stabilizes your connection. Most practitioners report noticeable shifts within 14 days and substantial transformation within 40 to 60 days. Unlike stimulant approaches that lead to crashes, these changes build upon themselves for lasting transformation. Most people can't access their full energetic potential because they're working against quantum principles. The hidden energy method solves this by changing your relationship with energy at the fundamental level, not as a resource to consume, but as a field to tap into through alignment. I want you to understand something profound. Your energy is the fundamental currency of creation itself. When you apply the hidden energy method, you're consciously aligning with the quantum field that shapes your entire reality. Your thoughts and emotions are energetic transmissions interacting with the fabric of existence. Imagine yourself as the conductor of universal energy, orchestrating the symphony of your life. Will you remain trapped in energy-draining patterns, or will you step into empowered creation? What extraordinary reality awaits when you fully embody this transformation? Support this channel and join us to discover more transformative wisdom.